stormwater drain pipe that runs the length of Weinbach Avenue that possibly could have been damaged during the explosion. So the city engineer's office has sent someone down to inspect, and the Evansville Fire Department is on standby for rescue if needed. Want to take this time to thank all the law enforcement officers who participated in this event, and they still remain on scene to secure the perimeter, and we really appreciate that. The detectives that have worked alongside the fire investigators to acquire all the evidence that will be used in determining a cause of this explosion. This is a slow process, and we need to do it right. We don't have an opportunity to do it twice. So with that in mind, our goal was to reduce the size of the exclusion area surrounding the explosion. At this time, we'll be able to reduce it some, but don't know that if we'll be able to open Weinbach Avenue at this time. So after this press conference, I'm not going to hold another press conference. If the information comes out that the roadway will be open before Monday morning, it will be sent out through the media through press release. Otherwise, the road will be closed through Monday morning when they do the excavation of the blast site. So that's the information we have now. Weinbach Avenue will be closed over the weekend. Anybody has a claim, they need to contact their insurance agent. Don't contact the building commission to make a claim. But the building commission will be on site this Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 12 at the Knight Township Trustee's office for escort to have people get into their homes that are yellow tagged. The tags that are on the homes at this time, we need them to remain on the homes to aid in a secondary inspection by the Indiana Department of Homeland Security, and that inspection yet has not been set. The date and time of that secondary inspection has not been set. Mentioning Homeland Security, I want to take this time to thank Indiana Department of Homeland Security Executive Director Joel Thacker for coming down to extend his well wishes for the families that are affected, certainly grief for those who've lost members of their family, and also offered any additional resources we need to resolve this incident. So I'll turn it over now to CenterPoint spokesman Natalie Heddy.
Good afternoon. I'm Natalie Heddy, representing CenterPoint Energy. I want to begin first on behalf of CenterPoint by extending our deepest sympathies to the families of the victims and all that were affected in Wednesday afternoon's incident. We also want to thank our emergency responders, specifically the Evansville Fire Department, the Evansville Police Department, and the American Red Cross. Shortly after being notified on Wednesday afternoon of a potential event at the location of 1010 North Weinbach Avenue, we responded and immediately enacted our emergency response plan. We arrived on site and crews began to make the area safe by discontinuing natural gas service to area homes and businesses. While the investigation is ongoing, at this time, with the information we have thus far, we are reporting that there are no indications of issues with CenterPoint Energy's natural gas system. We have performed multiple leak surveys that are indicating no natural gas reads. We've also performed pressure readings that are coming back as normal. We also want the community to understand that CenterPoint Energy was not in the area of 1010 North Weinbach or surrounding areas doing any kind of work during that time. We also want customers that reside on Weinbach Avenue between Bel Air and Vogel and the east side of Hercules Avenue to know that they're going to remain without natural gas and electric service until this investigation concludes. I do not have a timeline of when that might be. Lastly, we'll continue to work very closely with all that are a part of this investigation, and simply want to remind, on behalf of CenterPoint, our commitment to the safety of our customers and our employees, our contractors, our systems, and our communities, and appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. And I will turn it now back over to Chief Connolly. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to add just a tidbit of statistics. During the time of from 1 o'clock on Wednesday to 1:10, it's a 10-minute time span, Central Dispatch received 140 calls related to this incident. So I'll open the floor for questions.
Can you tell us more about what's going on with the sewer system?
The 96-inch diameter stormwater drain pipe that runs the length of Weinbach Avenue may have sustained damage as a result of the explosion. So the city engineer is inspecting that, and the Evansville Fire Department is on standby in case of emergency. The city engineer needs to be extracted.
Chief, do we have any update on the victim that was injured with non-life-threatening injuries?
Yes, that information, I was incorrectly reporting that they were at the hospital. What happened was that person was transported with non-life-threatening injuries, treated at the emergency room, and released. So that's good news.
Do we know where they were located at the time of the explosion? Were they in the house with Jessica?
10:08.
10:08.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ruled anything out yet as a possible cause?
No, that's the state fire marshal. We are assisting in determining cause.
This might be a question for her, but did they? Do you know if the lights reported a smell of gas at any time, either that week of or before?
I don't have. The only information I have is the 911 call our guys got dispatched.
And then the last thing, as far as that, have you guys, before where the explosion happened, have you guys found the?
Okay, you just heard from Evansville Fire Chief Mike Conley. This was his final scheduled update today at noon. Bernardo, I don't know if we can turn down his audio and kind of talk about what he just said. The biggest thing that he said, North Weinbach Avenue is expected to remain closed through Monday unless we are alerted. And of course, if we're alerted that North Weinbach Avenue is opening, we will pass that information along to you on air and online. We are also told the status of the victim. We know that there was one victim that had non-life-threatening injuries. Chief Connolly says that victim was transported to the emergency room, treated, and released.